everybody, and welcome to the EA press conference. So, what will EA have to offer to
from the Shrine Theatre in Los Angeles?
What will EA have to offer to us this year, aside from the fact that they're at least better than Ubisoft and Konami?
Let's see
we shall
what
see.
we start
with. Yeah, you know, it's sad that EA is actually better.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's Star Wars.
Nah, Star Wars looks a bit different from that.
Maybe it's Dead Space then?
Okay.
Or some game about a cowboy in the galaxy.
That glow reminds me of Dead Space.
Oh, could it be Mass Effect?
Maybe. Well, the star map reminds me of that.
If it's Mass Effect 4, please let it be good.
Let's
and,
go to
and
space.
can it please not be Xbox exclusive? I actually like Mass Effect.
Well, this is the EA conference.
Yes, that's clearly a factotum. Yes, that's clearly Mass Effect. Yeah, it's 7, that's Mass Effect.
While it is true that the original Mass Effect was an Xbox 360 exclusive, Mass Effect hasn't been exclusive to anything since...
That was because the original Mass Effect was supposed to be a Microsoft IP. Then BioWare got purchased by EA and all of their properties became EA IPs.
Alright!
So I take it this is like a sequel slash reboot slash new story thing.
Oh, it's funny the song it was playing was Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Here we go, Mass Effect.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Okay.
No, Mass Effect. I love you and all, but did you really have to remind me of the Blues Brothers 2000 movie like that?
So they've named themselves after a TV show.
I guess.
Eh? I've heard of a lot of things called Andromeda.
Andromeda's the name of a TV show. It was actually created by the guy who made Star Trek.
Well, I'll give EA credit. Currently, they're better than Konami and Ubisoft, but that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much their... That might as well be their slogan right now.
Hey, at least we ain't Ubisoft or Konami.
Hey, at least we're still open.
Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, our guest star, Red Halsey.
Yeah. Wait.
So we've got two.
For some reason, I thought it was still half an hour from now. I was
two
like,
Portuguese, one Italian, one American, and one Englishman.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Put it together, and what have you got? Bippity boppity boo.
Isn't this how it started last
pumpkin?
year, though? It showed off a CG trailer for a game most people looking forward to, and then the rest of it wasn't all that.
Yeah.
It was.
But again, it's only the start.
Last year they
Well,
barely
hey,
showed
new Mass
anything.
Effect. But hey, new Mass Effect. Okay, I'm interested.
It comes out. It said holiday 2016.
Okay.
Makes sense.
What holiday does it mean, though?
The end of the year. Yeah.
Usually, whenever they say holiday, that means around Christmas.
Yeah.
So Christmas next.
Unless it means a holiday in January.
Yeah, it could be. Sometimes it happens.
Okay.
Ooh, new IPs. Okay.
New IPs. I've got nothing against new IPs. It's just, well, they have to be good, obviously.
Do they have a lot of new IPs? I don't know.
Well, sports, that was obvious.
It's a sport.
Looking forward to see what if FIFA 16's, aside from adding the females, are going to change anything.
All right.
Oh, okay. What did they mean? So?
Basically, EA announced 3 new IPs so that they have.
3 new IPs.
Yes, they've apparently got 3 new IPs on the table.
Okay, are we gonna show them actually?
Well, they start at the conference, you know.
Okay.
Star Wars already?
I think I wanna hold back that.
Are they, or is it? Or is he just outlining what they're going to?
Honestly, that's a good start. Starting with saying that they have something actually new.
I know. Thank goodness.
Well, they technically started with something old, Mass Effect, but okay.
No, I know, but Mass Effect is on an already existing IP. I mean, something new to the table, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's get into the action. As
Oh,
someone who loves
fuck you,
cars,
then.
I can
Cars?
tell you,
Need for
Yeah,
Speed?
stunning.
No,
I'm so excited.
Marcos, listen to me. They have already 2 racing IPs, Need for Speed and Burnout. They don't need a third
Yep.
one.
Please,
Oh,
not.
They're going for the third one.
Captured in an
Oh God, no, not another one.
No, maybe it's a Need for Speed reboot. They
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't count as a new IP now, does it?
Well, I suppose that would be it. Wait, is
But it
this
looks
Watch
like
Dogs
Need for
2?
Speed.
No, that's
that's
what-
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Jovah.
Oh wait, what am I thinking? My bad, brain fart. That outline for a minute looked like the protagonist from Watch Dogs.
It's not even Driver because Driver is Ubisoft.
In fact, that's probably what they're gonna announce at Ubisoft's conference. Massive Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, probably. Remember, Ubisoft stated that they want to sequelize every new IP they make.
That's
Okay,
stupid.
so we have GTA style police.
So where's my
chase.
new Ryman game? If they want to sequelize everything.
I guess Michel Ancel wants to focus on Beyond Good and Evil, or at least I hope so.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it is Need for Speed.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Need for
okay.
Speed.
All right,
Oh,
EA.
oh,
Okay, I'll let you on that one.
And actually, I just remembered something.
But
Actually, wait, no, I forgot. That's gonna be shown at Gamescom.
That is the new Need for Speed.
What?
I just remembered that the Microsoft conference didn't show Quantum Break.
From the customization of
no, we said we want to show even that, and even Phantom Dust.
So it's pretty much like I said. Gamescom is the new E3.
We are bringing
What's
20
with Gamescom all of a sudden hosting more?
Well, as long as we may show new stuff, fine by me.
Home to 5 real-world icons who are the heroes
Give us
of the
Burnout.
art
It's a bit too late for that deleter.
and earn their respect on your journey to become the ultimate icon.
Yeah, Ultimate Icon. Never heard that before.
World environment that
Beloved. Well,
well,
honestly,
Then again,
instead of a new Battlefield and shit, I welcome EA resurrecting this IP.
Fair enough.
They said that they're not going to annualize Battlefield.
No, I mean, yeah, I know that. I mean, instead of fossilizing 3 or 4 IPs and forgetting about the others.
What if they announce a new Command and Conquer or something?
That would be interesting. I'm not played too much this series, but as a fan of RTS,
That's the thing. They did it at one point, but during a closed beta session, it didn't go over very well, so they cancelled the game.
Huh.
I want to see Mirror's Edge too. That's what I want to see.
They said they will talk about it, so don't worry.
I like this guy.
Well,
EA
talk about it. They did talk about it last year.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Up next, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
In 50 minutes. So
Oh,
I guess they're gonna show some sports before.
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Is still a thing?
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's still alive.
Yeah, it is. No, why EA doesn't just let it.
I've never played any of those games, to be honest.
It's meh.
Meh.
Why do I get the feeling that no matter
So
how
in the
good the
meantime,
announcements are,
the bingo sheet for the Sonic Stadium is actually restricting now.
why do I get the feeling that even if these announcements are good, you'll still be going meh?
Yeah, probably.
No,
CA
trust
we're
me.
talking about.
Oh, trust me, Dwibs, if there's anything legit good, I will give something other than a meh. But so far, just nothing really that notable
I
aside from
bet
the
EA
Mass
will
Effect trailer.
download the car.
Pre-alpha footage. That's just an excuse to say that. Well, the game is
live
not
action
gonna look as
footage.
good.
Wow,
I guess.
games graphics took us. Wow, this is the most impressive graphics I've seen in a game, actually.
That is,
And it's pre-alpha footage, even. Imagine what this
Nah,
will look like when it's actually
Like
finished.
shit, obviously.
They're taking the. It's like Command and Conquer. They record some of the cutscenes in live action.
I still have to admit, this is pretty good game
Yes, we're back
graphics.
in the glorious day of the Sega CD.
Oh, guys! I just remembered something.
What?
What?
There's there's one thing to look forward to in the Sony conference.
What?
The new Quantic Dream game.
Oh God! I forgot all about that.
I actually wish I could be there to see it, but
I will
Okay,
sadly
I'm still praying for an Indigo Prophecy 2 because I would love for.
No, they will not, because remember, Indigo Prophecy
Apparently
is not a Sony IP.
you know what's crazy? There's some.
I
Crazy,
know.
You know, there's some crazy rumor going around the Quantic Dream might be making a Shenmue 3.
Quantic Dream. People
No,
make
Well,
the-
Dwibs, David
the
Cage
teas-
actually is a
the
huge.
teaser-
Well, David Cage is
teaser
actually a
that was
huge fan of
shown,
Shenmue. So
The
it,
teaser
Really?
that was shown a couple of days ago
But the-
involved Square Enix, not
Yes,
Sony.
I guess.
But he'll turn Shenmue into some. If it's true, he'll turn Shenmue into Emotions, the game.
no, but that's
Or
the thing.
maybe he'll
Well,
do it
actually,
right.
Dwibs, to be fair, Dwibs, QTEs were already a very prevalent thing in Shenmue right from the first game, so it's not like
Yeah,
it would be much.
Shenmue was one of the very first games that implemented QTEs.
The problem,
you
the
know,
problem
we've
is that
got-
the problem is that the problem is that with Quantic Dream's style of games, it wouldn't really work with Shenmue because Shenmue is open world where you can go literally everywhere and do everything. So and Quantic Dream's games are linear, like incredibly linear. So I don't know.
Neon technology.
Okay. So yeah, I admit these graphics are actually looking pretty good. Which game? This is still Need for Speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I wish
pretty-
my YouTube player was clearer though. I can't really give. Oh wait, no, it's clear now.
It looks pretty.
Ask
looks
and-
pretty good.
a-
actually.
Ah, my eyes.
Ask and you shall receive, Dwibs.
So yeah.
Wait, okay, what else?
Too much particle effect.
Let me try. I wish I had a gajillion euros.
You know, okay.
It's not happening.
Okay,
It only works when I do it.
okay, you know what? Kudos to you. You're actually showing off actual gameplay. I'll give you that.
I wish Jovah was eating a hot dog right about now.
Why?
What exactly would
Why
that?
not cereal?
What exactly?
Because
What exactly would you gain from that?
Some laughs.
I guess.
A literal. He has to eat a piping hot dog.
Because it's a movie or something?
Dwibs, you realize Jovah is not Batman, right?
I wish Tio would come to my country and be my chef.
So I'm guessing this is PS4 and Xbox and PC.
Yeah, and probably what you're seeing is PC footage.
Okay, I have to admit, that looked pretty good as showing the actual gameplay. I'm hoping the real game will
Third
look.
person driving is already unrealistic. Whatever. What?
Oh
Jeff
boy.
Hickman.
Here we
Star Wars The
go.
Old Republic.
Bioware again.
Well, they said Jeff Hickman.
So if you love Star
Jeff
Wars,
Hiccup.
want a deep
So,
experience,
is this the Bioware conference now?
get ready. Because something
I
new is
guess.
on the way. Our fans have told us exactly what they want in the future. More story.
So, how much The Old Republic is in canon with the Star Wars expanded universe?
It's basically a prequel that takes place before the events of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and even like before the prequel trilogy too.
With the release of our
Oh.
new expansion.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. Is it?
It's
in
canon.
The new, yeah,
Wait,
it's in
Knights
canon
of
in
the-
the
wait,
new
wait.
canon
Knights
of
of
the
the-
Disney one,
Coming
or
October 25th. Wait,
I assume it is since it's coming out October 27th, 2015.
Knights of the Fallen Empire. Is this set after Episode 6?
No. Before. Like I said, Dwibs, this is set before even the first prequel trilogy. This is like
That's
set before the prequel
Starkiller.
trilogy.
Yeah, it looks like Starkiller.
What makes a great BioWare game? New worlds to explore,
Wait,
new
Starkiller
companions to
isn't
recruit, and a dynamic story that players will be able to shape. based
Oh,
on
a
the choices
female Darth Moth. Interesting.
Alright.
Darth Maul.
of our players
Interesting.
Yeah, Darth.
over the years. Knights of the Fallen Empire
I
will be
think I'm a little
free.
bit.
They will fuck it up somehow. I
Try-
love
try-
the
try-
optimism of the SSMB.
Try refreshing, Marco.
Of Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Eh?
Also, Marco, I
The
can't-
game
I mean, I
based
think
off
I'm
the
in
movie
front
based
of
off the game.
If that was the case, you'd have to wait till December for that.
Dwibs, never underestimate companies. You'd be surprised at the amount of games that actually do come out way before their movies, only to spoil them.
Heirs to an
Think
empire.
about it. expanded universe. Well, Gato, the expanded universe brought a lot of interesting things, honestly.
Yeah, but almost all of it got retconned by Disney, remember?
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, I
Like-
guess.
I was on the
Like that
I was on the
feel
Twitch,
when...
and they
Whoa.
got a little bit in front.
Like that feel when you know that things like Knights of the Old Republic has been retconned. It
Yeah.
brings you to tears.
I hear that this will apparently be in canon, so maybe they're bringing Knights of the Old Republic
So let's
back.
hope it's actually a good story.
That guy
yeah.
wasn't beheaded, ruined forever.
Also,
Well, look at the bright side. Doesn't that also mean that the Force Unleashed games were also retconned?
well, the first one was not that harmless. Was relatively harmless.
The first one wasn't that bad. It was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the second
The
one
first
because
one was
it didn't.
decent.
It was basically the clone saga and did not resolve anything.
I stare at you menacingly.
Flags?
Of the rebellion and the empire. Did that?
Oh boy, they're
that
pulling a
guy-
birth by sleep, aren't they?
Is that guy Master Chief with?
Yes, they
Master
are.
Off? No, I will not let you behead my master.
Just
Also,
like in,
Isn't
there's
Of
some-
the Old Republic an MMO? How does that translate?
I guess. Well, this is apparently maybe
How
it's a
does
new
that
game.
CGI bullshit. Well, I
View the
cannot
full
blame you.
trailer online.
We'll show you today. Star Wars Battlefront comes a little later, but there's a lot more to get to first.
Bring it on.
EA Studios,
Yeah, it's a bit
we are all
later.
creators.
Patrick
Yep, I know.
that.
Very seriously.
They're trying to
Student,
revive the
student.
Republic. Is that
Stop.
it?
Oh! Now I get it. So it sounds like they're making like the whole Old Republic thing canon again, Tio.
Special meaning.
Oh
It
boy.
all starts with
Uh,
Hey,
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
say
something
hey, Tio. Maybe you'll get your wish of having Old Republic back.
No, but I mean Knights of the Old Republic. You know the
That too.
BioWare
That too.
Mass Effect prototype.
We're listening to you.
That too. It sounds like they're bringing that back with this, at least from what I've heard.
More community members in our studios, bringing you in to meet with our development teams.
Wow, EA listening to players speak.
Yeah. Yes.
Mike,
First EA takes your money, now takes your souls.
Although I will have to admit,
they
EA
gas you
actually
to death.
listening to their customers, that's actually a
The
first.
direct conversation
Yeah.
we have
Huh.
And EA gassing their customers at the end.
game makers.
Okay, I have to admit, so far EA has surprisingly been
Creativity,
Not
kind of
all.
impressive so far.
including the next
Although
version
the
of
thing
our
about
games
Need for
we're about
Speed
to
though
make.
is that it's online only.
The first one,
Oh.
like anything
What?
else you'll see
Oh,
today.
now
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna play it for sure.
Wait, it's online only?
I remember reading an article that according to the Twitter someone asked about it and they said Jay, you need an internet connection.
What?
Why?
Wow, never mind then.
Oh, my guess it's they wanted to be connected to Origin.
Huge heart.
Ah, I knew it was
Bullshit
too good
Steam
to...
ripoff.
Sorry to spoil the party for you guys.
No, it's okay. At least now I won't
don't
be so
understand. With a
disappointed.
service
Actually,
like
yeah, Dwibs is
Steam,
right. I'm seeing Dwibs is right. Actually, I'm seeing this article
Okay,
on Metacritic.
what
right
is
now.
this?
You're right.
guess
Huh,
it's
well,
one of
there's
the
so much for
UMPs.
my hype for that Need for Speed game. Thank you for
Wait,
warning
wait,
me.
hold on. Let me see what it is.
Unravel? Oh, is this a Yoshi's Yarn of sorts?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a
Wait,
Pikmin
Little Big
ripoff.
Planet ripoff?
Hello,
Oh
everyone.
boy.
Martin
I have no
Martin
idea.
Oh,
Sans-
maybe Unravel is just a company.
I have no idea who that is.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a good game.
To be here on this stage.
Unravel.
Martin Salin.
Show you all this game that we
Halhem.
this little thing called Unravel.
Dude, settle
Director
down.
at, Coldwood.
Jesus,
We're a little
you're gonna
studio
fall
made
to
up of
pieces
14 people
literally at
from
this
Umeå
rate.
in northern Sweden. And
Note to self, if I ever have a presentation at E3, make sure not to have a mental breakdown.
Take my calm nerves pills.
You can tell he's nervous as crap.
responsibility, I think.
Oh boy, I hope it's not going to be...
I guess he hasn't tried
I
this
can imagine this guy was brought in at the last minute. Okay, our usual speaker's fallen ill, so can you take his place?
Probably. Maybe that's what happened. Dwibs.
That wouldn't surprise me. Either that or he's completely new to this whole E3 stuff.
The yarn, it represents love and the bonds that we make.
It's like he's shaking around and shit.
Traveling.
In this game,
Yes, and this and
Well, look,
and this is a
well, consider it like it's still better than that Ubisoft black lady who kept telling horrible jokes.
Who's also doing this year's conference as well.
No, they're not bringing her back.
They're not bringing her back. Please tell me they're not bringing that
They
woman
are.
back.
They are.
No.
Sorry, Pedro.
I missed out on her last year. Now I'll be able to get to see her.
Jovah, you're in search for a wife or something?
Eh?
So that's.
Wow, is he really nervous? Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh
Take
my
out your-
god! Stop shaking, dude! Jesus! Do you have
Gonna pull
park?
apart.
Do you have park?
Okay. I'm gonna make a prediction. There's still gonna be a YouTube video about the shaky guy. No offense, guy, but you're kind of making an internet meme out of yourself.
First, Ubisoft had Caffeine Man.
By
Then-
venturing too close to the E3 conference, you made an arse out of yourself.
Does this guy have Parkinson's or something? Jesus.
This is the antithesis of Caffeine Man.
I'm focusing less on the game and more on the fact that this guy is sort of spazzing out.
Okay, so
Okay, so what?
basically it's kind of like Little Big Planet, a bit.
Oh, right.
Yarn.
Yarn.
He's nervous. No
Or,
shit.
Yarn, I guess. Kirby's Epic Yarn and Yoshi's Woolly World, I guess.
Kirby's Epic Big Planet.
With red guy stuff.
Meanwhile, I'm checking yeah, Dwibs is right. An actual tweet from the official Need for Speed Twitter. NFS will require an online connection, but the benefits are nice. More variety and a more rewarding experience with friends.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Did EA learn nothing from Command & Conquer 4 and SimCity?
Apparently, well, okay, so much for that Need for Speed show.
Well, I do like these kind of games, so I'm actually interested.
Let's see.
I do like them, but it stinks that you have to have online connection.
No, I mean this game. Like, I'm interested because I like these kind of games.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
It's
but
reminding me of Limbo.
Let me guess, you have to collect yarn over time to, keep yourself
This
Not
is-
die.
to keep yourself not.
that would actually be interesting.
I didn't hear the guy, so I didn't.
A hamster.
Don't worry, guys. We didn't hear any. We were just too busy talking about the fact that he was passing out.
Okay.
And Need for Speed.
Has anyone in the chat noticed the guy being nervous?
Yes, we noticed.
Yeah, they
Tell
did.
you.
If there's one thing you can trust
Okay,
in chat.
I like the visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the concept too. It seems to be like, well, a larger than life sort of thing. It's like, well, your enemy is daily life.
I guess this person just got carried away. Da 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 da. da.
Okay, very interesting. The
looks
gameplay looks rather fine.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
And you have like a grappling mechanic like in Bionic Commando.
I like the charm that apparently the gameplay mechanics grant having you fight all over the place.
This game is adorable, it's killing me. There is a god. It's not just sports and cars.
I like it. There,
Unbelievable.
positivity.
Awesome.
I've won a
Okay,
flower
I wanted.
thing.
Okay, that game actually interested me.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So,
Oh my god, they're gonna bring in a musical performance, aren't they?
What?
What?
Oh, Plant vs.
Oh.
Zombies.
Oh, what?
Plants vs. Zombies.
okay, hey, this is different.
Oh,
We cannot, this is why we can't have nice things.
Danger zone. Okay, I like the song.
I like this song, yeah, but this is not a theme park for kids. I mean,
Okay,
what is this thing?
the actual live thing was lagging for me, so I'm going to be on a 5-second delay.
Foot 4 looks scary.
That reminds me. I
Just
want to be on.
try refreshing, Dwibs.
You can't take zombies anyway.
Yeah, that reminds me. I want to be on the Top Gun commentary when we get to that movie.
Have fun.
Top Gun, is that one with Tom Cruise?
one?
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Yes, that's why.
Trust me, Dwibs. There is no such thing as a movie more awesome and gay at the same time like Top Gun
When
is.
we released Garden Warfare 2014,
Does Tom Cruise say anything about Scientology in that one?
No, don't worry. No Scientology.
to the most
So,
competitive
whatever, we already heard
over
Plants
60
vs. Zombies
million
Garden Warfare
players,
2 at
but
the
shooter
Microsoft
doesn't take
conference.
itself too
Fuck off.
Yeah.
So, I guess you can play
So,
it.
guys,
in this
celebrating
one.
because the first game got 6 million players. Go figure.
Finally discovered a
I'm
way
surprised
to
him
turn
just
the
I'm
tide
surprised
of
him come out and try and do a
take
happy
suburbia from the
birthday
planet.
song about it.
We put you in an all-new world where for the first time in
Oh, an all new
franchise
world.
history, the plants are on the attack.
Wait.
Now joining
Oh,
you in
so
this
the
new
plants
world
are the ones on
6
attack.
Crazy new character classes from the past, the present, and the
The
future.
magician,
The thing is,
Rosa,
what I'm seeing from
pirate,
this is that
zombie
this could be a
pirate,
DLC.
what
This could be
zombie
DLC.
superhero. What?
Now here to give you your very first look with a live gameplay demo.
I don't understand this players.
Kyle
Hey.
Duncan, creative director Justin Weed, and members of the Garden Warfare 2 development team. Guys,
Justin Weed.
I don't know.
The irony.
Just they say Justin Bieber.
Hello.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
Today we're getting our first look.
That would be
at a
weird.
brand new map,
And then
Zomboss
Justin
Factory,
Bieber gets involved in
built by
some
Dr. Zomboss
fight.
as part of his ongoing war
Sure.
effort to
Hey,
create
if it gives me the chance to beat him up, why not?
So my understanding is people are fine with like games being free to play if they're either their own original series or if it makes sense to make something free to play.
But this is not free to play.
What system is it on again?
This is on PC and the consoles, if I'm not mistaken.
I never really played Plants vs Zombies.
So,
Well, I'm talking
yeah.
the Garden Warfare ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's time to defend the factory.
So I guess you play as the zombies instead?
I do like how the
No,
characters.
in both games you could play as zombies
Both
or
factions.
plants. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. So I'm guessing like when you play as the plants, it's a more
As I
traditional
mentioned,
style.
as I mentioned, it's like Team Fortress 2. You have different classes, and usually the objectives are King of Hill, capture the point.
Yeah, the
and stuff like
difference
that.
really is the setting from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing like when you play as the plants, it's a more traditional style. Like, well, go as far
No.
as
Each faction has different classes, as I said. The plants have different
Ah.
classes, and the zombies have different classes. I mean,
Oh, I guess that's interesting.
The plants are growing.
dispenser here. That's what I said, Gato.
Alright.
Well, it looks interesting.
Kill the plants.
Here's Super Brains, the zombies' all new melee
Super
class.
brains.
Yeah, the zombie superhero.
Oh, goody.
And there's apparently one of the Green Lanterns ring or something.
Well, pink
He's
one.
got a tornado.
It reminds me of Bizarro.
Kamehameha!
No, that was too weak. That was more like an Hadouken.
The pirate.
True. Hadouken!
This is Captain Deadbeard, the zombies.
And now we've got pirates.
Captain.
Ninja
Well-
pirate.
Well,
Zombie pirate.
considering the Hadouken is a rip-off of the Kamehameha to begin with anyway, so...
Yeah.
Good point.
What's
By
that?
the way, who else heard about that Super Smash Brothers DLC?
Oh yeah, I'm loving Rio so far.
Oh god
Well-
damn it! I don't have money to buy all that thing.
I'm
Dang it.
I'm waiting till I get more money.
I only
Me
bought
too.
Roy. I don't have more money right now.
I
I get
also...
one of them, I'll probably get the Ryu.
I'm also loving Roy because I love playing as Roy in Melee, so I'm really glad the Sakurai brought him back.
Giga Torch.
I could take it to
Torchwood?
Last
No! They're gonna throw the female Cyberman.
Eh?
Torchwood joke. Is that adult Doctor Who spin-off?
Yeah.
Which is apparently coming back in the form of an audio thing.
Yay.
So yeah, I mean, I guess as far as
They're showing this like this is supposed to be hyped and exciting. Poof poof.
I guess
Oh, I
it's
mean, it looks fun, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's not everyone's taste.
Self-destruct? Hello.
It's the landing zone.
Okay, that's interesting. So you have to get to certain areas before other areas to self-destruct.
Run! Get to the landing
But the
zone!
thing, but what I was saying is that they released the first one just last year. Like, this could probably be released as a DLC or something like that, and not a new game.
That
It's EA
is-
we're talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one problem EA has.
I mean, at least with their sports games, you know, teams change and they add new ones in every so often.
Well, that's because they basically
to
settle
keep up
their
with
standards.
times.
Whoa, they settle their standards to real life on what's happening in real life.
I'm confused. When did the sports come in last year?
I don't know.
It was in the middle.
Yeah, I think it was.
So I'm assuming this is going to be the same.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They have a specific section for the sports.
You see, you should have you should have just shown it here. This showing was a lot better than the one in Microsoft. I even have the Microsoft one.
Because
No
it's
idea.
It's just to say, hello, we're here, this is a game, bye.
Come to our conference.
Yeah.
They kinda did the
Yeah.
same
Maybe
thing
that was
even
the way.
last year.
I guess it makes sense with them, but it doesn't make sense with the Spadsta.
I would love my ass off if Square Enix
At least
did
it's
this.
not bad then.
I would love my ass off. Oh, here you go, Dwibs. Up next is EA Sports.
Local split screen. How is this a revelation?
It just
Yes,
it,
well,
it just
well,
is.
in,
No question.
We're giving all players of the original
As Plants vs. Zombie became the new title. Oh, I
what's
don't know.
coming up next? I'm still on Plants vs. Zombies.
right from launch.
No, there was an announcement.
Try going to
No,
live.
Dwibs, I didn't say EA Sports is already on. I'm just saying there was a thing saying in the bottom
Yeah,
saying
there
next.
was an announcement.
Next is EA Sports, but we're still
Spring
talking.
2016. Well, that's next year.
All right.
Hey,
fine.
Dwibs, you're
Yeah.
just going to live. That'll try
No,
getting
I am live.
you up to
Free content updates.
To ensure that Zomburbia stays action
free con.
Free content updates. That's again.
So this is next year. So
Yeah.
a 2-year gap.
hilarious.
Okay,
Well,
sounds
that's better.
decent.
Oh,
Yeah.
They just
Okay.
announced
Yeah, I
it
mean,
now.
if, again, you know, EA aren't. They're not doing it with Battlefield.
The TF2
so
approach.
I guess.
Okay. I will admit, so far, Need for Speed aside, the C3 presentation has actually been kind of good.
EA presentations normally aren't bad. Their games might not be up to the hype of the
Dino
presentation.
Land is.
Wait,
This is still plans, right? Yeah. But
Yeah, we're showing this again. We just saw this. We don't need to see him again.
I
But
guess
look,
it's
it's a split screen.
Yeah, this is a thing that's been going on since the PlayStation 1 era.
And yet they're treating it like it's a revelation here.
Hell, it was a thing even in the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Plants vs Zombies. Good
Ah,
too.
goody.
There we go, Madden.
There we go, man.
No, hockey. Hockey.
The way we're playing out there,
Okay, actually, yeah.
gonna cut it.
Sports.
Where's FIFA the
Sports
one I care
sucks.
most about?
Well,
so-
actually, it's interesting.
Let's see if I can find the appropriate emoticon in the chat, the SSMB chat.
It's interesting because as Marco will confirm for me, our Portuguese national team of hockey is actually one of the best in the world.
yeah.
Here we go.
These games are probably more popular over here than they are in, say, America or something.
One more shot. Play the next 20 minutes for each other.
But funny thing is that these kinds of games are not really.
Make some noise! Not that kind of noise!
Wait, who's snoring?
Jovah, you fell asleep probably.
Oh, come on, Job. It's not that boring. Come on.
What? Oh, it's just
What
more
the-
sports.
Jovah, wake up!
Jesus
Jovah,
Christ, Jesus Christ,
Jovah.
man. What do you have against sports so much?
Jovah, wake up or I'll cancel Final Fantasy 15.
More
What's
sports.
sports? What's sport? Why do you hate sports so much? Like, see, I could think
I
of
don't
one-
hate them. I don't hate them. Granted, granted, I am one of the people who prefer sports in real life. I have nothing against sports games. I'm just saying, it's like, well, like I said, they're so samey with EA. EA tends to run their sports into the ground.
Well, I'd rather have this than something like Ash's Cricket.
Dwibs, I've never played that game.
Or just look it up on YouTube, because you can't play the game.
Well, the thing is, Jovah, whenever someone who's not EA Sports tries to make a sports game, well, actually, back in the Dreamcast era, Sega did make some pretty damn good sports games.
It's just nowadays, it's just nowadays, if they're not EA, they usually turn out to be pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Surprisingly, not
How is Football Manager going?
Well, except for Pro Evolution Soccer.
FIFA Manager got cancelled because Football Manager was doing much better.
Yeah. You know, that's another thing I'll give Sega. They at least know how to mix things up with their sports games. Look, it's like I say, EA sports games are not bad, but they get boring when everything is so the same. It's like with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And yes, I know when someone else...
Microtransactions.
Oh,
Great.
well, good night.
It feels fresh.
Okay, seriously, sports games are one thing, but microtransactions? No. You see, this is why I'm not really fond of BA. When they have a monopoly.
This is for that Ultimate Team thing. This always had microtransactions.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Nah, it's not. The main thing is it's not in the main game.
If you're new to EA Sports,
All right.
And then again, I never play Ultimate Team anyway. Well, I never play Ultimate Team anyway, so yeah.
And here in Madden NFL, we've got
I'd rather have more games than sport. Yeah, Sonic Win, we all know. Madden, here we go.
And
Yeah.
sometimes I score goals by some freak. On occasion, I score some goals by some freak accidents.
NBA Live, Sean O'Brien, executive.
Okay. Oh, NBA Live.
We
Okay,
still
maybe
have
this
that
is-
stupid thing about LeBron James' perfect copy.
Look, Dwibs, I don't hate on EA Sports, but you have to admit those sports games do get a bit samey. It gets there's a line to be drawn.
Why do we always feel the need to dedicate part of our presentations? Well, maybe it's because it's part of our franchises.
But EA Sports is quite possibly their biggest cash thing, so...
I mean...
Well, it's like this, Dwibs. Just because a company is good at doing a sports game doesn't give them the excuse to always, just run it into the ground. It's like, well, that's sort of why I don't kind of like EA. It's like, well, they abuse the fact that they have a monopoly on something very badly.
Yeah, well, at least their games are, for the most part, competent.
I know, but like I say, quality-wise, it's sometimes they're sort of pulling a bit of
Again, Jovah, look at videos of Ashes Cricket 2013 and then try and tell me that.
Dwibs. Even if I looked at it, that wouldn't change the fact that...
Who is this nigga?
Okay, guys, break her up. We get it. Let's just...
Yeah.
Move on.
Who we got on screen?
So you can see he's trying to fill his
What?
face.
No, we're not. Oh, fuck me, we're going to take a selfie.
Slowly to the right. Back to the middle.
Let me guess, an avatar you can make?
Don't you usually take selfies?
Something like that.
Shouldn't you usually take selfies backstage?
This is gonna hurt.
Oh boy, let's see how it looks like.
It's going to generate a preview for us.
So let me guess, they take a picture of them and then the game generates it into, and the game takes that picture.
It doesn't even look the least bit like it.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
September 29th. And this app
So, yeah, you can do that with cameras.
I hope there's something where you can adjust it to suit you properly.
Get fresh. Stay fresh.
Yeah, we put that guy, they called that guy just for the...
Stay fresh.
Yeah.
Hey mom,
Just
have you ever felt,
Oh, yeah, your face on a NBA star.
Hey mom, have you ever felt, not so fresh?
I can't imagine. Can you imagine putting my face on Michael Jordan or something?
Sure, why not?
That would be interesting. Oh, also customizable. I can't wait to see DLC clothes.
Okay, that's interesting. So do you have anything actually new gameplay-wise?
Referee mode, please.
It's NBA Jovah, but you do not have. I remember back in the day when NBA 97 was the ultimate badass sports game.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, again, one thing that would help this was if they're pushing for realistic sports, maybe you could just like have a referee mode where, because people are like, I wonder what it'd be like if I was a referee, and well, here you go.
But that would be too creative for EA now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they would
Could you imagine
too much money.
Could you imagine it, Jovah versus Pedro, and I'm the referee, and I manage to screw, and I just don't care about either of you, and just make crap calls either way.
You see, EA. Why can't you actually listen to people on that?
And then at the very end, they just decide to side with Jovah and have him win the game.
No, you do like the guy in Rat Race and decides on a coin, but cannot decide what to do and ruin the entire game.
Yeah, every time there's like a simple...
Rolls, pops, or slits.
I was about to say that at least we haven't made the sports section long-winded. No, it still is.
Okay, seriously, you already did that too.
We've created a new shot system that gives you full control to release the ball when you want.
New?
So the longer you actually hold the button press,
so you charge an attack for the ball.
But that was already in several NBA games.
Okay, interesting. Okay. I just want to see FIFA. I don't really care about anyone.
Yeah, me too.
Please come by and check it out.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Meanwhile, the SSMB chat is exploding.
I'm not surprised.
Innovation, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's been done before too.
It's time to rise
like if you have like an extreme NBA game, like I don't know, the ball, if a player gets fouled and sent off, he just explodes.
I just want something
trailer. You motherfucker.
Those animations look really...
See, okay, Jovah, I got a question. If there was an extreme NBA game where everything was all dark and gritty and the players exploded if they got sent off and all that shit, would you buy it?
There were modes for that.
Something actual innovative, sure.
I remember way back, one of my friends had one of his friends was a modder, and he had the PC version of FIFA 99, and his parent in question created mods like glowing field during night, or players that exploded if they touched the ball in a correct way, or players abducted by it. What the fuck?
Oh, Dwibs, looks like you may not get your FIFA.
No FIFA.
No, mobile, no.
Mobile.
Wow, no FIFA!
Well, then again, don't they space out their EA Sports sometimes?
Please don't tell me we're going to intensify the mobile market.
Oh no, please stop, EA, stop!
Again, mobile games aren't inherently bad, remember?
No, but they complete, due to their saturation, they are ruining and they will ruin the game industry as we know it. They are killing the portable console market.
And
sooner or later, they're probably gonna kill even the console themselves if they continue like this.
And what proof do you have of that?
No. It's just an escalation, Dwibs. It's just a matter of time. If they keep like that, they will outrace even the console.
It's because mobile. It's because mobile. A lot of people nowadays play games more on mobile devices rather than 3DS or PS Vita and shit.
Well, PS Vita are fucking
shame.
By the way, it looks like FIFA will be mobile inclusive.
No, that said FIFA 15.
Yeah, that's
Ultimate
it.
Team.
They have a mobile Star Wars game.
The new one's FIFA 16.
With your favorite Star Wars
Like a goddamn.
And
FIFA
finally,
15 already out.
let's welcome Mike Rasmussen
Isn't Disney Infinity doing this as well?
of Minions
Bring out the
Paradise.
Pagel free. Well, at least we were polite and not reference the whole Dungeon Keeper fiasco.
Star Wars, Galaxy of Heroes and Villains.
Minions
Oh.
Paradise.
I remember this guy.
Minion. Is that lot of Despicable Me?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sadly.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
the,
it
yeah,
is.
the minions.
Bringing that fantasy
Yeah, the minions. Yeah, they are.
Hey.
Minions Paradise.
This is
We're
it.
becoming like the rabbits of
I don't
Ubisoft.
really like the minions, so I find them annoying actually.
My experience with them is varied. I like them sometimes, I find them annoying and other times. It just depends on what form of medium I'm seeing them in.
Actually,
It's weird because I like the rabbits.
I actually
But I
like
can't
them
like
in the Despicable Me movies. I don't know about anything
Hey,
else,
no,
but
backing the
Yeah,
fuck
the
out
first
with
one, yeah.
microtransactions.
He usually ruins everything. Hey, Phil.
well, like one thing that I do like about the Minion that I'm liking about the Minions movie that's coming up, because I've seen the trailer for that, is that it's an animated film that is basically completely free of dialogue, which is something very uncommon in.
Sandra Bullock's dialogue.
Wait, what?
Sandra Bullock's in it.
Well, okay, but fine. Mostly dialogue free. Fine. Like well, that's one thing that because physical humor in cartoons
Oh god, they did the Titanic.
physical humor in cartoons hasn't been a thing in quite a while, especially in theatrical films. But
Don't worry, Jovah, they're right near an
Take
island.
a look at the game.
Oh my
it's
god,
okay.
that looks hideous.
Ah!
What paradise would be complete without a tiki lounge? And Phil loves his tiki lounge. Check it out, Phil. Now the tiki lounge becomes a focal point for the
tiki
game.
lounge?
Request and check in on Phil.
Okay, please. I mean,
That
can I get
looks-
some up?
Help him win over his pals.
These look.
Ugh. I like the Minions, okay? Okay, I like the Minions, but
No, the game looks like shit.
It does.
It does. It does.
Looks
Yeah.
so
Okay, I'm pretty sure iOS can do better than that.
What could go wrong,
Only the
right?
dead get no peace from
And
these people.
this is another problem people have with mobile. A lot of companies that put games on mobile tend to underutilize effort.
I mean, if
This
it's like
looks
if it's
so-
like a game that's just if it's a game that uses more 2D sprites and all that, like give me a good example.
Shantae?
Combine items in the
Yeah,
item to create things
or
in
Ace,
every
hell,
game
even
you
Ace
use,
Attorney.
like throwing stars.
Yeah.
Well, as Attorney started using 3D models
Explore an island to
recently.
find new activities to
Is-
do
Well, I
is-
think
is
it's
it
that I mean,
still
back
Destiny's
to
on
that.
iOS now?
or fishing.
Yes, it is.
Quickly goes haywire.
Yes. Oh,
how-
yeah, you're right. Dual Destinies is on
refuse-
iOS.
How does
Muhammad Ali Jackman
how does it-
pay
how does it look
$65
How does it
tops.
look on iOS?
Later this year.
Oh, it looks pretty good on iOS.
So
Exactly.
it's a free-to-play,
This is a vacation
ugly
you'll never forget. And that's
bait and
So
click
this
game.
is ugly.
I mean, I'm not expecting it to look like the CG cutscenes we just saw, but
I mean, seriously, what is it with EA
So
always?
what now?
Yeah. What is it with EA never seeming to
Oh,
put
it is.
one
I think this is FIFA now.
More sports.
Football is in my
goody?
Here we go.
in my
Pele, awesome.
in my body. In my
Who?
soul.
Oh,
A Brazilian
Million.
footballer.
Pele, the best football player of all time.
It lives on in
oh.
my
I wasn't familiar with that one.
Basically,
That's-
basically, Jovah, he's soccer's Michael Jordan. Just think of him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make
Okay, yeah, you're right.
cry. and
He's the only.
So let me guess.
Just to give you an
they
idea,
made,
just to give you an idea, Jovah, he scored 1,282 goals in 1,326 games. Basically, 0.5 goals per game.
my legacy
Wow.
to be the man that creates.
Let me guess. He's gonna be represented in the next FIFA. Like emotion
Well,
capture.
FIFA tends to have something where the FIFA Legends thing, where they have legendary players that you can.
Same trailer from last year. Oh, they already made this. He was burned out. Doggone it.
Interesting.
There we go. Not to
Yeah, that could be something cool. You could play a match in black and white.
That would be interesting, actually.
Oh my God! Something actually.
Pele,
Oh my God, Pele! There he is.
Pele was also the youngest football player to become.
Oh my God! How much did they pay him?
Pele was also the youngest player
Give him a share. Give the man a share.
Yeah, he was also the youngest player in the sport to become world champion at age 17.
Can you believe it? So I've got a really
Oh God, I hate Maradona. You got the wrong guy, Gato.
My face has been grinning too much. Anyway, we wanted to
You're not
get
Diego
That's
Maradona.
what EA did in a Zuma 11 style soccer game.
But there already is an Inazuma 11, so.
No. What, I think what Jovah means is an Inazuma 11 style soccer game with real life players. That's what he means.
Exactly.
How can you breathe
Hey,
too
no,
much?
that remind me of something like street basketball. Oh yeah, street basket. You know whatever happened
NBA
to the
Street.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know that reminds me. Whatever happened to the street sports games like street basketball or street football? Those are pretty good now.
There was a few
An
FIFA.
interview? Seriously?
There was a new FIFA Street a few years ago, but I don't think that might not sold very well. There hasn't been a game since.
It's just a shame. The street games were actually pretty innovative.
Yeah, but
Well,
they
not
threw that
innovative,
thing to the
just,
ground. They were
Oh, they
basically
were innovative.
Football on the street.
No. It wasn't just Dwibs.
You could put anything on the street.
Dwibs, let me finish. It wasn't just the
on the
locale.
streets.
Hey, oh come on, Dwibs. That's only someone who hasn't played the game would actually think.
Oh, I
What was
have.
different about the street? What was okay? Then maybe it's just different with street basketball. What was different with games like street basketball was that it also changed up the rules. You could be a lot more physical and everything too, as opposed to just decor and everything. Not
You
to
could
mention
do
the
parkour on
Legends series.
on the FIFA one.
Well,
Huh?
again, you
You
can
could do something
Yeah,
like
that's it.
parkour on the FIFA one.
Yeah. What Red Halsey said. It's like, well, yeah, those ones had different forms
Wow,
of
the graphics are amazing. It's like Pele is really there.
And then they show you.
So instead of showing an actual FIFA game, they're just interviewing Pele. Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Pele, but
I love Pele, but I came here to see games. Okay.
And now you know why I don't like EA.
I already have my DVD, my Pele DVD for his overall biography shit. With all the
Oh, look at him! This is what you're getting for E3.
Real-time
He's
clipping.
excited!
You're gonna get Pele. Everyone gets.
I mean, he's
Pele.
awesome.
that could be something. And FIFA's just Pele and no one else.
You made him Pele dialogue.
But, yeah, I mean, I guess going back to my rant about the streets games, but yeah, the street games actually, changed up the sports rules some more, as opposed to just putting them on the street. So yeah, whatever happened to those?
I guess
They
the last
threw
one
that
didn't
thing to
sell
the
that well.
ground.
What was that, Red
They
LC?
did what EA does. They made their money, then the game wasn't making money, and they threw it.
Oh yeah, that's right. The usual EA stuff. Run something into the ground and then
another big problem is that this is an American event, and America doesn't really care as much about soccer as Europe does, so it makes no sense for them to do this.
No, Pedro, it's different. Over here we do care about soccer, but only when it's soccer season.
Exactly. Is it soccer season now?
Nope.
Not until summer.
It was over by May, pretty much.
No, but I get what you're doing. Like last year it was Madden, right? There was a Madden player on the stage.
Now it's football's turn, I take it.
Yeah.
Well, next we're gonna invite Tiger Woods on here.
Please, oh God, no.
Well, actually, to be fair, I actually the Tiger Woods games they made for the Wii.
Grandpa Story Simulator 2015 is looking hype.
The Tiger Woods games they made for the Wii that use the Wii Motion Plus. Those golf games are actually pretty damn awesome. Like those games are probably some of the best use of the Motion Plus Trust me, it's a you can never, you have to play it to really see what I mean. But trust me, it feels very very satisfying. Honestly, and I'm not even kidding when I say this. After playing Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10 and 11, which are those 2 games that I mentioned, when it comes to golf games, I never want to go back to traditional controls, honestly.
So yeah, Dwibs, how you enjoying the new FIFA?
I gotta say, we actually throwing in quite a complicated story into the mix. It's very endearing.
It's very personal.
Well, I mean, well, again, think of it like this: this is not Usher.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least they actually got a footballing person.
I mean, don't get me wrong. From what I've heard, Paley's a pretty awesome guy, but is it really that appropriate to replace?
If you like having
time, what was worse, watching Reggie on Smash or this?
Reggie on Smash was fun.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Reggie smashing was a lot of fun.
Thank you, everybody. And now to promote tennis, here's Roger Federer.
That's about 10 minute long.
Is it Anna Kurnikova?
We get to see gameplay. We get to see.
Oh my God! Compete at a higher level. What'll that be?
At least
Who
Reggie
is
was
play? Oh my God! Is there actual innovation this time?
Not really.
Not really, no. But
well, sometimes they make the defense or the attack.
All right, let's actually see this.
Defending.
So in FIFA 16, all new defensive agility gives you the
Up next, Mirror's Edge. There we go.
Yosh!
Why, Jovah, there is innovation here. You can play as the females.
I'm pretty sure the 2 or 3 soccer fans who play video games will be happy.
You know, Dwibs,
Actually, you'd be surprised. There are plenty of female football fans.
yeah, there are.
Yeah, but
actually.
those who play were interested in media.
Up next, Mirror's
There's
Edge.
even a women's super. I mean, a women's World Cup.
Like here in Portugal, there are just as many female fans as male ones. Honestly, like seriously.
Moments of
Even here in
magic.
America too. So yeah, I'll give EA. Even though it took them forever to, think of doing that, they finally got it.
You know, one thing I'd love if you have the blokes play against the females.
How do they know he's today's best
Can we
player?
go
I
back
thought Ronaldo
on
was
Rabble?
today's best
It was
player.
like the only interesting thing on this conference.
No, apparently
Apparently
the best player right now is Messi. Well, unless he goes to jail for tax evasion.
Hey, Dwibs, you know what could they do to innovate
Hey,
FIFA?
I have to agree with Gato. Can we go back to Unravel? That was kind of the only interesting thing in this conference.
Everyone is asking Euros now.
What do you say, Pedro?
You know what they could do to innovate FIFA? Every time there's like a really bad miss on the goal, or something like that, or like a really stupid own goal or something like that, they could hire the narrator from that video I showed you of the own goals and gaps thing, have commented on that. Now that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That feel
No,
when
but
the
talking about
keep
fails,
going
you could actually do
over
something.
everyone's heads.
You could actually do something like a motivation meter, you know? Like if your players start failing a lot, they start getting, you know.
Actually, well, Marco, Indigo Prophecy did have that kind of thing, but that mechanic ended up being completely useless. It never factored into anything.
Well, but here it's a lot of players. Like there's a lot of.
If
one or two if a few players start getting.
That was an interesting thing about Indigo Prophecy. Like in the tutorial.
Hey, Ubisoft! Look, even EA realizes that women aren't too hard to program. Maybe you should learn that.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
So there you go, Jovah. There's something new they're doing.
Finally, even though it should have been there years ago. But hey, I guess baby.
Oh god, yes.
But like I will say, I will give them this. Yes, it is an innovation.
They just said the same catchphrases 3 times over.
Oh no, I still play it. Fuck me.
LA's eye.
You okay, Joe?
No, I thought it was the trailer Mirror's Edge. Instead, it's
Capturing
another
game.
trailer. But...
Okay.
Pele
Wouldn't that
is
be
one to
interesting? Mirror's Edge, starring Pele.
Could you imagine old Pele doing all that parkour?
I actually kind of could.
Of many faces.
Well, you
You're
can
wasting
imagine
this
it.
much time.
Don't put that stupid
In the moment.
What?
moron in front of me.
What? What moron?
Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Stunning.
It's a little smug, yeah. I don't like him.
Not just smug. Like my problem with Ronaldo is that whenever he plays for us, he doesn't try nearly as much as he does in Real Madrid.
As I have
Well, he's not gaining as much money.
Yeah, that's my
So-
problem. He should not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly my problem with him. He's again. As far as I'm concerned, Mourinho is the true pride of Portuguese football
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. For sure.
Oh, that reminds me, Marco. Dwibs here is actually a Chelsea fan.
Hello.
We really need to get to commentating on one of these games with Cristiano Ronaldo. See
Hey,
him in
do you have
action.
the PS4 version of a FIFA game?
The only FIFA I have right now is FIFA 99.
I actually had FIFA 2007 on the PS2, and it was very awesome. I actually really love playing that game. To this day, I still love playing that game.
Hey, Pedro, that could be something. When the next FIFA comes around, maybe we could have a match and record it and show it to
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh, hello there.
God damn it! Some of these falls they're having sound kind of brutal.
Yeah.
There we go. Mirror's Edge. Awesome.
Hang on, I think I might still be a bit.
Sure.
God damn it! I hate it when I fall behind and you guys are watching. Oh, here we go.
I think Twitch is better than YouTube.
No, it's okay. I'm back up to normal now.
Yeah, but
I'm checking SSMB right now. Hogfather just made a post saying multiple sources claiming Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, sure. Keep dreaming.
I swear, if that actually is introduced at this Sony E3, what'll be your reaction?
I'll just quote what Theo said. They should not make it.
From a careless young woman.
Yeah.
it's
And what
never
if they
gonna
ex-
live to the hype. No.
Imagine if they actually do make it, though, like they actually cave in.
I'll be wishing them the best of luck.
Unless, okay. If they stick to the original script from the original game and not change it at all, I guess it can work. You
The
know.
mere fact that we will have to use Steve Burton as Cloud will be a huge detractor.
So this is Mirror's Edge.
Well,
It looks like the first game.
you can always switch to the Japanese audio too.
So what's the idea
I
with Mirror's Edge games?
Parkour. First-person parkour.
Okay.
It's set in a dystopian future where you're basically just a girl running around and jumping and shit on.
Dystopian? It looks fine to me.
That's that's
Oh no,
the kicker.
Pedro Kruger on the left. No!
There is no individual freedom.
Aaron Kruger took over the world.
Yes, Dwibs. Now you see how this is a dystopian future. Every film is now made by Aaron Kruger.
Every film's like censored, you know, and he looks at every film and then tailors them to make sure they fit his requirements.
So yeah, Dwibs, how about a future?
Wait. So he's like Mr. Movian,
Fluid movements.
right, Jovah?
Are
Yeah.
we free roaming? Yeah, I hope so, because you said that to the first one, and
Thank
it was
you.
incredibly
It's fine,
scripted.
Yeah.
So it's in first person.
It's
Yeah,
always-
even the first one was in first person.
You can come by and play it for yourself.
Yeah.
How was the first game,
The
by the
first
way?
time, learning the control is difficult as fuck. Don't worry.
Come in February.
You always are literally doing leaps of faith, because you can't actually see where you're standing. It's weird.
Okay, let's see the trailer.
Footage captured.
Oh, it's
in
coming out.
images.
It's coming out in
Very
February.
nice.
It's coming out in February 2016.
You can waste it or spend it advancing yourself. A productive employee is a happy employee. Anyone can rise to
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
now I get it. Wait, Portal?
heights or infinite.
No.
The heck?
They've being arrested.
Seriously, how if it looked like that from Portal? The orange one.
Wary of policy
Brutality.
Oh no, yeah. Kruger's taken over the world.
Brutality.
It would be brutality if Eric Kruger took over.
That's why we have to save the world.
Yeah, I will
Can
save...
you do it, Dwibs? Can you take up the challenge to save the world from Aaron Krugers?
I will make sure there are no more Transformers films written by him.
Good. Whoa, okay. Well, looks pretty beautiful.
I actually kind of had fun with Age of Extinction, and unlike a lot of people, but okay.
I agree. I agree.
Age of Extinction was...
I still think Age of Extinction is the best of the Transformers movies by far, and I mean by far.
Yes.
Like for once, it actually focused on the fucking Transformers.
Yes. Thank God. There's actually personalities in the.
Not to mention, I'll take Mark Wahlberg over.
Morgan Freeman. What?
Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Morgan Freeman.
Nah, it doesn't sound like him.
Okay, Morgan Freeman. You know what this means? This means there's going to be some kind of convoluted plot point, and then Morgan Freeman is going to have to come up and show and explain it.
Yes.
Who, Martin
Hey,
Freeman?
Morgan Freeman!
Mirror's Edge Catalyst, February 23rd, 2016.
Oh boy, I think we're in for more sports.
Okay.
Well, in that case, since nobody's going to care, I might as well finish what I was saying. Not to mention.
That reminds me. Before we do that, though,
Tom
yeah,
Brady.
one thing I would actually love
Tom
EA
Brady.
to do.
I'm
something like NASA for sports.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Tom Brady.
EA hasn't done NASA for sports. You'd think they would have at this rate.
My thing with Madden, whatever. I don't really care about American football, so yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with American football? Oh look! Hey, look! We got another sports.
I have nothing against American football except for one problem.
It's not.
It's called. It should not be called football. It makes no sense.
Sports
Yeah. Football. It should honestly. Hey, you think that would have been the thing that we called soccer instead of?
Yeah. Why don't you just call it soccer?
Yeah,
It's like I can just imagine right now when Americans actually invented the sport, and one of them was all like, "Okay, so what should we call this sport where we take this oval-shaped ball with our hands and then do a touchdown thing?" And then the other guy was like, "I don't know, football. Brilliant. Makes perfect sense to me."
Meanwhile, there's a sport that uses mainly our feet. What should we call it? Soccer. Brilliant.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom Brady.
Anyway, like I was saying, might as well. Again, nobody really cares much for the sports here, so I might as well finish my fun.
Hold on. This may be interesting.
Says the guy who already had a whole rant about how sports games suck.
I wasn't talking about
EA Sports.
Yeah, I was talking about how EA sports games tend to be bland and uninnovative, but I have hopes, so I want to actually listen and see if there's something actually innovative. Hey, look, just because I don't like EA and the way they handle their sports games doesn't mean I have completely no hope for them.
Oh well, at least we'll get Star Wars Battlefront after this.
That's what worries me. After all of these, after getting reminded that EA is still EA, what could they do to Star Wars Battlefront?
Well, for first, it's multiplayer only. It's not it doesn't have single player. There you have it.
Hello, Dwibsy.
Go.
Now we're doing American football.
Yep.
In America.
Or as they call it over in Britain, rugby.
Yep.
No.
Actually, no. Rugby and American football are actually different sports.
Well, Jovah, for one, we don't wear boats under our clothes.
Well, Shirley said that apparently my football is
Our games while playing football.
Unless there's like different football in Wales or something.
But Jovah, we don't wear boats.
Boats?
We actually, those armor things, we don't wear them. We actually use our actual body strength, not wearing
to see how your draft and your game.
Dwibs.
What the hell that is?
Dwibs, we wear the armor to protect ourselves, not for extra strength.
But you're not getting the point. You're not getting the point. Is that Americans make fun of Europeans because we play soccer. It's a girls' sport. But people that play rugby here don't wear protection.
Yeah, we don't.
It's a
The only protection we wear is if in case an individual player really needs it, like a head guard or.
Here we go with Star Wars.
Okay, so nothing new with NFL. That's a shame.
Oh, still NFL, okay.
So we focused on 3 key positions.
Oh.
Did he just kick that player in the chest?
Anyway, before we got to Star Wars, might as well finish my thought. Aside from the fact that I think Mark Wahlberg was actually... one thing that I liked about the Age of Extinction is that Mark Wahlberg brought in some of that stuff he also brought to the happening, where he has that acting he does, where he manages to pull something funny out of a really stupid script. I love that scene where, oh, you want to see my license? Want to see my license? Okay, I'll show you my license. With that typical acting he does, like he did in the happening, like I'll take him over Shia LaBeouf fuck any fucking day.
Do it!
My face is my wall.
Just do it!
And another thing, aside from one racist joke and one ass shot of Nicola Peltz, there wasn't that many of the typical racist and sexual shit that the other 3 movies had. We had like one racist joke and one ass shot, for one I can remember.
But don't worry,
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember any. I was actually quite. Trust me, Jovah. I'm the Michael Bay hater here. If anyone was gonna hate that movie, it was me. But I was surprised by it.
Question: has anybody seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one?
It's shit. It's shit.
Good.
It's
because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Don't bother. It's crap.
We're gonna have to comment in on it, you know.
Okay. Let me try to be fair a bit. I have no complaints with the actual actors who did the motion capture and the voices for the turtles. Considering the shitty script they were given, they did fine. It's just but everything else is just.
Oh, it's over.
It's all grim.
Finally. Okay.
Oh my god! I get it. American football exists. Can we please check out Star Wars?
Oh, now you know how I feel about EA and sports.
No, but it's just that it's
American football in particular.
Honestly, I don't think honestly, actually, Jovah, I think they're taking longer with
Will
the sport.
this thing stop already?
Actually, Jovah, I think they're actually taking longer with the sports than they usually do. I mean, usually by this point,
I know.
It's because this year they don't have nothing to show. They already show what they have to show.
That's one of my main problems with EA.
I can sense the bromance.
Okay, EA. You said you had 3 new IPs. We've seen Unravel. Where are the other 2 new IPs?
Yeah, that's an actually good question.
Yeah. Okay. You know, this is probably a better time now than never for me to state. This is my main problem with EA. They know that they're good at sports, but the problem is that they do very little with that. But the problem is that they still try to use sports as their main gimmick, even when they do very little with them. What you just saw was a good representation of that. Practically nothing new, yet they still managed.
For those who don't know, this guy Peter Moore used to be the president of Sega of America back in the Dreamcast days.
Yeah.
So you can trust this guy even your house keys.
After the Dreamcast went down and Sega had to fire a few employees, Peter Moore became the main guy of EA Sports. So basically, the quality of the Sega sports games from back in the Dreamcast days went to EA Sports basically.
Hey Pedro, that reminds me of that Bowser guy who's now working at Nintendo.
Yes, David Bowser. Like seriously, you know what Nintendo needs to do if they want to completely own E3?
Battlefront.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing in Reggie, just bring in David Bowser in a Bowser suit, and everybody will immediately praise Nintendo as a winner of E3.
Yes.
Like seriously, how could you not? Like seriously, it would be such an immense self-aware joke for Nintendo to pull.
Yep, it seems even David Bowser himself is aware of the joke, since he once gave a tweet of a picture of himself with a Mario and Luigi plushies all tied up.
And apparently Bowser used to work at EA.
Yeah.
So he's clearly evil, so we have that.
Yeah, see?
Hey, it's fitting.
It's brilliant.
Can truly achieve, but the results are completely.
Oh, goody.
So
Virtual
let me show
reality
you,
confirmed.
Made by developers that love Star Wars for fans
Frostbite.
that love Star Wars. Let's step into the world of Star Wars Battlefront.
You mean you don't know the engine you did?
That's EA for you, Red Halsey.
Okay,
That's
EA.
okay.
Yeah, the Frostbite engine, well, when used right, is pretty good. But
Okay, here we go.
Go on, Dwibs.
well, we probably know what my answer's going to be.
Go on, go.
So I won't bother. Right now,
So, Star Wars now, please. Thank you.
Right. Can't see the.
Sigurlina Ingvurstva.
Is she a... No.
Miss, what's her name?
Oh, she's someone who works at
Pedro.
DICE.
Well, DICE is an European studio.
They're Swedish, yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars Battlefront with full Kinect support.
In Swedish.
Well, still better than the Skylanders kind of support. So.
It's Vader. You know, that could be something. What if Darth
And
Vader
if
was
you have
actually...
free time, go buy some furniture at IKEA.
What if Darth Vader was actually Swedish or something?
Luca, I am your father. Now go get in the bath.
Go
I
to
would think
IKEA
they
and
would use
get
the new
back.
designs.
That's the trailer.
Yes, that's a lightsaber. Brilliant. Can I see some actual gameplay?
But you need to see the detail.
The Starfighter.
Look at the polygons.
Yeah, the Starfighters. That reminds me. No space battles.
The speeders. Boy, I sure love this gameplay.
I already saw this from that other trailer.
Didn't EA...
Actually, that makes me wonder. What if this game will have good texture, but that takes a while to load in, like in Duke Nukem Forever? The game is actually a slideshow of pictures on a disc.
Is that what Duke Nukem Forever was really like?
Kinda.
Duke Nukem Forever was a complete train wreck.
Oh, hi, Luke.
Okay, that's good. Now how about some gameplay?
This is the worst.
Okay, imagine now, they actually show the gameplay and you don't like it.
Supposedly we uploaded the gameplay footage already.
What is your thoughts that I'm an EA hater?
Okay, basically everybody,
It's a trap. Look, it's a trap.
It's a screenshot.
You're doing it wrong. It's a trap!
Yeah.
Okay, you can, okay, playing as the Jedi, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really? You can play as the Jedi?
I think
Yeah,
you
that's
can.
what she's saying.
One of our largest modes.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
do it finally.
Watch something.
I'm still... Oh yeah, luckily I got this trick.
Still a
I can press one
More
button.
slides, more
God, we get it.
So is this a screenshot of the movie of The Empire Strikes Back? Like,
When you play the game your way, anything is possible.
Come on.
I know how it goes. Come on, EA.
I've got a theory.
What?
I guess they had footage.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
actually
right.
pressed the
Play the
delete
game away.
button.
Even though you can't
Fortunately, somebody took screenshots of it, so they're just gonna show
Yeah.
the screenshots.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Sorry, we lost the gameplay footage, but someone
Look at
took
the
screenshots
gameplay.
just in time.
Okay, finally we have
Following is
something.
actual multiplayer
Oh.
gameplay.
Oh my
footage
God, actual
captured on
footage.
PlayStation 4.
Oh, PlayStation 4 footage. Okay, fine.
So, will this be as good as the previous Battlefront 2 game?
Okay, in
Well,
terms
it's
of
nice, so I believe it's gonna be good at least.
okay, in terms of graphics,
finally.
in terms of graphics, they got it pretty well.
DICE game. Look, DICE is not a bad company, but this sort of game isn't really up their alley considering all the campaigns a Battlefront game is expected to have.
But the game's it's not gonna have a, you know.
Well,
here we
and
go.
again, well, if there's anything the first Battlefront game kind of lacked,
Battlefield, the Star Wars edition.
was that the campaign in the first one wasn't that good. It was just it didn't really have a story, that campaign. It was just go to this planet, do that. Go to this planet, do that.
Yeah.
Whereas at least in
I
Battlefront
have to
2,
admit, there's no effect looks nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
okay, well,
it's
visually this game looks good enough.
if you can give DICE anything, is that their you know, their graphics are usually pretty top notch.
Yeah, what I'm mainly worried about is the content.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna bet this game's gonna be rushed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there is third person. Good.
I think you prefer third-person shooters over first-person shooters, Dwibs?
Well, again, I don't mind first-person shooters, but if there's Battlefront always usually had a choice of either first or third person, and I'm glad at least they're getting this in the game.
Yeah. Oh, I can understand that. It's like I said, Miko, this game looks like it'll be good. My main worry, though, was like, well, I feel it's going to be extremely lacking.
In terms of content, you mean?
Yeah, probably. Because
and
it's
that's
gonna
so
be
sad.
That's one thing I'm wondering. How are you?
For DLC, obviously.
That's one thing I'm wondering. How are you actually going to switch in this game? Are you going to use the trackpad?
I don't know.
Probably.
It's what you press the trackpad and then
Probably, yeah.
Whoop.
Makes sense. To me, at least.
Oh yeah, you can play as AT-ATs. I think you could do that in Battlefront 2, could you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's right, you can.
See, Jovah, they're not taking everything away.
Oh, I know that. I'm just sort of said like, well, space battles are apparently going to be paid DLC.
You know, one thing I'd love you could do. What if? You know, one thing I'd love, if you're a rebel, you can disguise yourself as the Empire, get in the ship, and then shoot your own, then make the Empire think you're shooting your own men.
Pew 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 pew.
So yeah, in terms of actual gameplay, it looks fine.
Yeah.
It looks good, yeah.
Now
Again,
they can just get enough.
If the one thing I'll say about content-wise, if it's as I'll still buy the game. It's just
Oh my god! I just remembered. Hey guys, remember how the Nintendo GameCube Star Wars game handled stuff with the AT-ATs and tripping them?
Yeah.
Well, this game's
how
doing
you
it as
really
well.
have to even get it around them.
No, I guess what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
God damn it! I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were talking,
you
were talking something about, okay, the gameplay looks good, but what about the content?
Oh yeah. I was just saying, I'll still buy the game, but if the content isn't all that, I might get it when it's at a reduced price or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, the game looks good. I'm just a bit disappointed with how lacking the content seems to be. And again, another usual EA practice. Skimp on the content for some idiotic reason.
I mean, if this was like the first installment of a new IP or something, then
Yeah, I would understand, but no, this is literally coming after
Don't worry,
Star Wars
Jovah.
Battlefront 2 on the PS2.
Don't worry, Jovah, we have incredibly unfunny Black Lady to look forward to after this.
Ubisoft, the one thing to make me respect EA even better. However, I'm really interested to see this Black Lady since I never saw her last year.
Oh, trust me, she's the most unfunny
Wait,
EA.
that's the Force.
Oh, come on! We didn't even get
Oh
to...
shit!
Oh, shit. Okay,
Oh, I do.
now this is where things get interesting.
Yeah, boy.
However, you could technically play as Jedi's already in the previous game, although it was more of a superpower.
If there's one thing I'm wondering, remember how the Jedi worked in Battlefront 2? They're basically a time limit.
And cut.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 it will just be a QTE.
I was just wondering. You remember how they worked in Battlefront 2? Where you could control the Jedi, but you only had a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Wonder if this will work like it, or if they.
I'm wondering if this will maybe, let you play as them for, the whole thing. Now, that would be interesting.
Well, if you die, then you'd have to go back to infantry for the moment.
Have a great show,
So-
everyone. And wherever you are, We hope you make some time to play.
But what if I don't want to live to play? What if I want to live to relax? Palais?
Parlay.
Thank you.
So that was EA.
That was the shortest.
Disappointment.
That was the shortest.
Unravel looked good. The EA Star Wars Battlefront one. Sports was.
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah,
I mean,
too much
crap.
Too much sports. 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
No, 7.8 out of 10.
Sports ruined forever.
Alright, so...
it was basically
Okay,
cool
final
stuff,
thoughts.
sports,
Final thoughts. I love Unravel. I kind of liked seeing a bit of the FIFA stuff and Pele. Battlefront looks awesome, but aside from that, eh.
Can I get my thoughts?
Sure.
Battlefront Mirror's Edge.
It was well. Again, I'll give EA credit. It was exactly what I was expected. Nothing better or nothing worse.
Yeah.
Oh, Smash.
Which is again, that's not a bad compliment. That's not a bad thing to say. I mean, if it's exactly what you expected, you can't really say you were all that disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay, Jovah.
I will have to say that, I'm very interested in Unravel. I am interested, but a bit disappointed in the EA Star Wars Battlefront game.
What about the other one?
Oh yeah, that's right, the Old Republic one. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, that one looks fine too. I'm interested to see how that'll affect the canon.
Theo?
Overall, though, unfortunately, it was brought down by stuff like the sports and the sports.
And Plants vs Zombies.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, I guess overall, the EA conference was okay at best for me, and meh at worst.
Theo.
So I mean, not too bad.
Well, that is a point to me. Nothing really sticked out. Even Mirror's Edge do look just like the original game. Nothing that much of improved.
Oh goody, now we know it's an EA game.
Well, honestly, yeah, it's better than the last year because there's something. But
last year it was just concept art and CGI trailers.
Well, at least, the positive was the very beginning. We got a sort of a trailer for Mass Effect 4. There you go.
Now we have Mass Effect 4.
No, it's massive. Okay, Marco, what did you think?
Andromeda, whatever.
I already said, I'm only interested in the Mirror's Edge and Battlefront. The rest was just, EA.
Alright, everybody, see you for the Ubisoft conference.
Well, hopefully that'll be more entertaining.
Well,
as they said, they cannot stay around for that.
Entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
so see you tomorrow for the Nintendo one, or the whatever the conference will start tomorrow.
Well, Tia will see you tomorrow.
Hi.
Yeah, well, if the black lady from the last year comes back, then yes, it will definitely be entertaining, just not in the way Ubisoft thinks it is.
Or Mr. Caffeine.
See ya, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.